I am beyond excited to share with you today how I have partnered up with Article to DIY my first solo single bedroom as a little single broad over here. And you have seen me slowly transform this room with a closet makeover and a little office area because I needed to DIY out of necessity. But today you get the grand finale of how my room is looking currently. This was right when I moved in with Holly and it was an absolute mess. I never thought I would see the light at the end of the tunnel. It was crazy.
Just close on, close on, close on, close. Definitely not how I'm supposed to be using it.
It's really crazy to think I didn't know the inspiration for my room at this moment when I was filming this, because I went to my first Joshua Tree trip with my best friend shortly after moving in with Holly, and that is where the inspiration for this entire room came from. But I just find it so interesting looking back on this room, me not having any idea how I wanted it, what I wanted to do, and not really knowing who I was after my breakup, to be completely honest, because we're coming from like an all black room with blackout drapes, like super kind of gothic, if you will. If you guys do remember, I'll link it for you, and I really wanted to take it in the opposite direction. To kick it off, I'm just gonna let you guys know the bed is going to remain where it is. It honestly makes the most sense, but it is way too high for my liking, and Miss Callie Bella cannot jump up or get down with ease.
You want to get down? This is a very high bed. We're gonna fix that though.
A tried and true way of how I tackle every single makeover is legitimately removing everything I do not need, what I want to donate, and even the things that I'm thinking of keeping. Cleaning out the room entirely will give you a new perspective, I promise you. If you keep things in the space, it kind of makes you decorate around it and with it, even though you might not want it.
One way to do it.
If you have been with me through any part of Holly's makeover, we take out the floor every single time because we are waiting to basically do every single room before we tackle taking out the tile throughout the kitchen and the hallway to add hardwood flooring. So right now you just see me stripping the floor down to its bare bones because just like every other room we've done, we're going to be painting the concrete temporarily since we're flipping this house fairly quickly, and then just be able to lay the floor all at once when all the rooms are done. I completely understand not everybody's going to be ripping out the flooring, but if you are and you want to attempt, make it manageable for you. You guys have seen me do this time and time again, and I just like to cut it down into sizes that I can throw away easily. I like to wrap them up with tape and then hammer down the nails if anything is sticking up so nobody gets injured, and just kind of compact and make it as small as possible to, number one, make it less intimidating, and number two, to not make such a big mess during this whole process because it does get a little bit overwhelming.
You're sewing workout clothes?
Yeah.
What type of workout clothes?
Workout clothes, any kind of workout clothes you want.
Like, I could get a custom set from you?
Yeah.
Oh girl, I'm gonna order from you. You better watch out.
Well, you come over, and Mommy's going to be telling all the workers, so I'm going to be really busy.
Okay,
And
I love
work,
it.
I work 9 in the morning to the afternoon.
We love a young hustler.
So we're going to do it in summer.
Oh, I am all for it. I am your first customer. Sign me up.
Okay. And there's dresses, pregnancy clothes, everything.
You're literally sewing everything?
Yes.
Out of your garage. You're a
There's
genius.
all kinds of clothes.
You're literally a genius.
Baby clothes, everything.
I don't know how nobody's thought of this before.
I just want to show people kids can have business too, man.
Yeah, kids can have businesses too, man.
But I did bring water balloons, so.
Oh, water balloons are a priority.
Do as I say and not as I do. I didn't move the bed out because, quite frankly, I just didn't have it in me to do so. So I just protected anything I didn't want to get paint on, left the bed there because it really wasn't moving. I didn't have to find a new spot for it. And I went to town just painting 3 of the walls white because we are going to be making an accent out of the ceiling and basically where the headboard would be for the bed. I just wanted to take a quick thank you, just to say thank you to you guys for being with me for this chapter. This is a really weird tutorial to share with you all since it's like my solo bedroom, my single bedroom, and I really couldn't be more proud of the outcome. So, as I say with every other makeover, it is not my way or the highway. I like when you guys watch it and just get inspiration, or you give feedback for future videos, or just people out there in general. Sharing is caring, my friends. I patched up the flooring as I have done with my closet makeover. I will also link that for you guys down below. And I moved on to starting to paint with concrete paint. Again, everything is linked down in the description box down below for you guys. If you guys are new, I actually did my dream office makeover with Article, but I no longer live in that house, so we no longer have that office. But that is why I am just so excited to be able to do my bedroom with them and show you how I'm implementing their furniture into my space, even though it's smaller than what I had before. Doesn't mean it can't make a huge impact and look absolutely incredible. Article makes it easy to attain a beautiful modern living room or bedroom or space in general, and right now home is an important place to be, and I really do feel like a lot of you guys, I see an influx of comments saying you're working on your space that you're in currently. Even before everything that is going on, if I could stay home and find quality product and have it come to me to make my life a little bit easier, I will always opt to do that, and Article does just that. They offer high quality furniture at a great price, and it's designed to last. You can still shop Article online, and they are still shipping with contactless delivery right now to ensure everyone stays safe. In-stock items deliver fast with estimated times on each product page, so always be sure to check that if you're in some sort of deadline or you just want to see when it can come. An Article ships almost anywhere in the US and Canada for a flat rate of $49 with free shipping on orders above $999. I'm going to give you 3 tips for picking out furniture that I actually use. 1, if you're lost, stick to a color scheme, stay with something in the neutral, go into the darkers, and go from there. Number 2, honestly, don't grab stuff that you think is Pinterest worthy. Grab stuff that is live worthy. Are you going to be using it? Yes or no? Or can you invest it into a future house and kind of just grab onto that item right now since you really, really want it? Number 3, space-wise, measure it out. I have so many different people that will buy items, then will get to the room and it's just too big, too small, and you need more. So just double check your stuff before you add it to your cart and get it delivered to your house. If you guys want to check out everything that I grabbed for my bedroom makeover, I have linked it down below for you, but also just check out Article in general because you really can't go wrong. There's something there for every space and everyone. I mentioned to you earlier that I had that office space already. Well, I needed to rework it because that shelf up there isn't feasible. I need to be using it. It needs to be closer to me. And quite frankly, this can be more of a styling moment to open up the room and not feel so cluttered, even though there is going to be a lot going on decor wise. I don't know. I just really wanted to utilize this space and really get lost within it so it doesn't feel like I'm in like a bedroom. It'll make sense in just a minute, people. Before you come at me about this mirror not being centered to the wall, number 1, my bedroom, my rules. Number 2, it will look cute when I style it and I make it so there's no negative space and it feels like it should be there. That is the trick of the trade, people. It doesn't always have to be centered. It doesn't always have to be perfect. If you don't have a wall that works with whatever you want to center, it can go askew. You just have to design around it and make it work for you and your space. Just take a beat, take a breath, reassess, and go for it. Fun fact, if you're not drilling into studs, if you're not nailing into studs to hang things up, you want to make sure you're using the appropriate drywall anchor that has the appropriate weight to what you want to hang onto what you want onto the wall. If you get a 10-pound anchor for a 20-pound shelf, the shelf is going to fall and yank those anchors right out, so pay attention. Before installing the piece de resistance, because it's rather large and in charge, I decided to tape out some shelves I was thinking of adding over to the left-hand side and left it overnight as I designed the other wall to see if I liked the mesh before really executing the bigger items.
It's so funny how this is just a canvas from us girls getting it dirty and Joshua Tree last weekend, but it makes perfect art. Miss Calibella, what's going on? You have an ear infection? Well, I don't know what to do with that. Okay. Would you like me to make an appointment? Okay. What day works best for you? Perfect. Me too. Awesome. I'm free that day too. Okay, perfect. Great conversation. Give me a kiss. Up. I love you. Hey. Okay. I am doing my job properly, ma'am.
How I decided to break down this wall with the full length mirror from my old guest room is making it like a get ready with me wall so I can kind of just grab and go.
Cute.
I am learning to really make the most of the space, and I know I'm going to get those comments that are like, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming. There's a lot going on. But again, you need to remember to design to the function of your life. For me, I did need this on the back of my door because I love a vision board, I love organization, and I love a to-do list. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Okay, Brad. Oh, I'm excited about that little vision board area.
These cork poster boards, everything else that you could possibly see in my room that can have a link or me describing where it is from, it is down in the description box for you. So do not fret, my beautiful humans. It is all there for you if you just open it up. How I look at this door to the left, well, no, to the right of my get ready with me is like the, ooh, quick pit stop, look at your vision board, look at what you got to do, look at any kind of social deliverables or anything you're doing per work right below it. It's just like a good grab go moment, but I got to cover up this closet because you guys, I have to redo it. It is so not functional. Oh my gosh, we'll get to that very soon. Honestly, what I'm most proud of with this DIY is this idea for a wood ceiling and wood accent wall. So we had to remove this ceiling fan, and then we will be installing the light fixture after we add the accent, just because we have to compensate for the depth. When you go to whatever lumberyard that you are going to choose, you want to make sure to look at the pricing, the thickness, the finish, interior, exterior, sanded. It's really up to you. I didn't want to look for something that was 3/4 of an inch because I'm going to be putting this on the ceiling, and there was really no reason to get something that thick. So I opted for this thin under laminate 4x8 sheet that was like roughly, I think like 27. Rachel showed the price. So I picked up a roughly 10 sheets. I like to buy more because you can always return, at least to the stores that I purchase. And I started to cut out the grooves of the window and put it up sheet by sheet. I am going to be using a little bit of construction adhesive on the back of each sheet of laminate, and then using my pin nailer so it gives really, really, really small holes to attach it into the studs behind the drywall of each wall so it's nice and secure. When I had some of the sheets secured up onto the wall, I got excited and need to do the things that I like to call the pretty things to make me a little bit more excited about the room. So I installed these floating shelves I've shown you before on my office makeover that I did with Article, actually some DIY floating shelves with pocket holes going into the studs, creating like a half circle coming out of this accent wall. Once I had that dialed, I moved on to doing the ceiling, which I tried to attempt by myself and then yelled out for help for Holly, and she came up with the brilliant idea of me cutting down my scrap wood to hold it in place as I move on to the other panels so the construction adhesive can adhere fully and properly. That way I'm not like sleeping at night and a piece falls down on me. For the ceiling, I did use a nail gun, so it was a little bit more heavy duty, and added screws where it was necessary, covered it up with wood putty, sanded it down smooth, and called it a day after hanging up that light fixture. I have really been obsessed with plants. I am so just stoked on them. They make me feel good. I have become one of those people, so I did a wall-to-wall shelf that I used my pocket hole trick on. I also did need to secure it with brackets on the end since the wood was bending, it was warped. I did that across the top of where my bed was. And to seal up where the wood met for the accent wall, I added a 1/4 round raw wood trim and then these like corner trims to the window to clean it up. Now it's time for my favorite part, which is just styling. And on the left-hand side, instead of doing a nightstand, I did a morning meditation station with Article's Gabriola bench and ivory boucle. Now I linked all their products down below for you first thing right when you open it up, but this thing is just stunning. I am completely in love with the texture that it brings to the room. Something that I took away from my trips from Joshua Tree are like pulling unexpected metals in warmer tones. So I decided to staple a faux strap of leather to the length of this extra copper pipe I had on hand and slide that through, and then use S-hooks to hold all of my sunglasses, because I'm quickly becoming a fan of just all these sunglasses alongside these horseshoes that my dad and I found when we did a patio makeover. There's a theme to all of this, you guys. To complement Article's Bossy Queen bed frame in white that you see here, it has the highest quality veneer with solid plywood support slats and solid wood legs that this thing will support you for years to come. I just kept it nice and simple with white on white on white, incorporating different textures, and then maybe some striped throw pillows that I use for my guest bedroom makeover, and like a fluffy thing, again, just adding that texture. I added Article's Texapoof and Vanilla Ivory right next to my desk, since I'm putting the laundry basket for storage underneath my desk. When I need it, I can just pull that basket away and sit on the poof. I started playing with mixing the warmer tones in marble, like Article's Flash Cube table lamp in white next to these plants on my desk. And then on top of that Gabriola bench, I put my tray with the book that I read every morning and my 5-minute journal that I write in. And we were done, and you guys, I'm not even kidding, I didn't film my own reaction, but I just stepped back and I was just overwhelmed with excitement to finally have like a space that truly reflects Rachel. From the little details that nobody would know are so meaningful to me, to the impact of the wooden ceiling and the wall, I am just completely teleported when I walk in here, and that was my main objective. I understand it's not going to be for everybody, but hands down, this is exactly what I envisioned, and I am beyond excited to be doing the voiceover for my bed, and then getting up and working at my office, and then sitting and having my morning meditation station and being this whole new powerful Rachel. I think it completely reflects that, and I am so grateful to Article for that as well, to contribute to this, because wow, just I'm really taken back right now. I hope that you guys enjoyed my bedroom makeover. There are a lot of fun makeovers coming your way, and I am just so grateful and so happy. I'll see you soon for another DIY.